Hello everybody, what's up? Cedric and CJ here, CR Wrestling Commentary, and we will be reviewing WWE's Saturday night's main event. And gotta be honest with you, never thought I'd be saying that, WWE and Saturday night's main event. I'm even from my childhood when they even stopped showing it, WWF wouldn't even say WWF, it would just say Saturday night's main event, just to think about it. But hey, there's some hits, some misses. But overall, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was a decent show.
Overall, it was worth it. It's a great harken back. It's a callback, a throwback. It's everything. I think they did everything right. Jesse Ventura put on a master class that no one else is going to imitate because it's honestly very basic and easy. But hey, so. This began Jesse the Body Ventura. He's on. I thought he was gonna be on commentary, but he's doing the podium thing, and it was great for nostalgia. So to bring back people that are 39 years old plus, in that range, they'll be like, "Oh man, Jesse Ventura." They'll mostly remember him on commentary, not as a wrestler, and that's pretty much where I was. Honestly, I'm much older. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 39. But I'm closer to 39 than I am to 29. I would say. I'm nice. I'm good. I'm cool. Yeah. So they have the old school WW sign, and CJ, you had noticed that. And I'm trying to type and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, that's okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So the the WW, they didn't have an E or an F on it. I thought that was cool. It was just WW. So World Wrestling. I thought they did a good thing with that. So they did a great callback to all the stars retired and lost. It was beautiful. I liked that so much. Just watching them and certain memories flooding back, and I was like, oh man. And let's see, Ventura, he comes out, he goes to the podium, he's got on this snakeskin jacket. We're gonna talk about that later on. He got boas on. He's got his hat. He does his little signature pose. He comes out. He's like, I'm going to be Jesse the Body. So Jesse's a heel and it's good.
Yeah. He works it well too.
Yeah, and I think he's the first heel commentator, nationally known anyway. Most commentators always had to be baby faces because you're trying to get not just the product over, but the match. And while you are the baby face commentator, you give the audience a sense of what's right, what's wrong, so they know what to cheer and what to boo. And it was a joke that Jesse made. I think it missed a lot of the audience because he said Cody was, I questioned if Cody is Dusty's son because Cody has washboard abs. And Dusty's only known for having the biggest, the most abs. It's a fat joke that I think a lot of people it missed. Some people started booing. He got some boos. The fans like, hey, it's Jesse. Okay, who?
Yeah.
I would think 70% of the fans, who is this?
Exactly.
But his words, it's like he's saying mean things. Let me get on my phone and see who Jesse Ventura is. Because I could see it in the audience. When he came out, people was like, huh? And you could see him on their phones real quick. The lights weren't on. They were researching. In any case, you had noticed the aisles, a good throwback, the blue carpet, the curvature of the aisle is another one. How close the rails are.
Yeah, very narrow walkway.
And they use railings, the blue railings.
The bike railings.
Yes.
That's not the style of WWE. And it had that blue carpet. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the blue carpet, the throwback, the blue carpet.
Yeah.
And you noticed also, because I was too busy typing, the referee had on the old school blue shirt and the black tie.
I can see in the old recordings.
And then the guy, I don't know the guy's name, but he's doing he's doing the announcing, and I was like, this guy sounds like a very nasally Gene Okerlund. And he mentioned wearing the red Ty like Gene Okerlund. And I was like, okay. So they're doing a lot.
Yeah.
We already got the young audience. We've already got the middle generation audience. Let's bring back, if we can, that old audience. This is a Saturday night's main event that is a major, massive test of where are the wrestling fans. So people like you, people like me that remember Saturday night's main event, they might say, they're doing what? Let's see how this looks. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know who. I guess we'll hear Jim Cornette maybe, or I can look up something after we do this about numbers or something.
Yeah.
But everything is looking nice. So we get to the first match. It's Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. They did a nice package on that, the attacking Sami and then attacking him again, and then after the match, Sami goes and attacks Drew. So there's beef, and it didn't come from nowhere, and I like that. It's not just okay. Drew just got to have somebody to mess with because he attacked Jimmy Uso. So Sami, he jumpstarted the match, and he was losing out. Sami hit an Arabian moonsault. Sabu, everybody. And he landed lower ab first on Drew's, I'm going to say, rock solid shoulder.
And it doesn't look like Drew took any damage from that.
Nope, Sami did. He was ailing a bit throughout the rest of the match. I don't think anything's broken. It was really low.
Convalescing that good.
Yep. Drew flung Sami across the announce table. Drew tried a Carolyn Lift Dragon Bomb, but he was starting to fall backwards. He outpowered himself, dropped back, and still hit the power bomb.
Did a good job to protect Sami.
Yep. To protect Sami, protect the move, and protect both of them, because he could have fell back, and he could have potentially caught his neck on that bottom rope. It's freakish how far back you fall. Especially if you lean your upper body back, you actually throw yourself a few inches extra. Drew's a tall dude, and he probably felt this is not going to end well if I let this go the way my body's trying. So he had to overpower himself. I thought he did a fantastic job. Sami hit a sunset flip bomb, got a 2 count. Sami always goes, it's in every organization, Blue Thunder Bomb, right? But it never wins. It just don't. But Sami, he fought for this move. He eventually got it. It never wins. But yet Sami sold the offense to where you think it might. Sami did great. He hit it. You could tell he was joyful that he got it. This is it. I finally got you. He had all the physical signs of that. I thought he did a masterful job with that. And then at the end, there was some cat and mouse played by Drew, rolling in and out the ring, and then hit the shining black kick on Sami, got the 1, 2, 3. And then we finally get an explanation on Drew's rampage, and it was done by commentary and not Drew himself. Simply put, he wants to root out the original Gangster's bloodline. That's what he wants to do. But this is a great start to the event. That's what I thought.
I think so too.
You see, you getting all somber and stuff. You all right over there?
Yeah, it's just cold. I got a blanket on.
And you just dozing?
Not yet.
Am I boring to you?
No, it's cold. If I could cocoon myself, I would.
Okay, when this is over, I'll just reverse the ceiling fan and you'll warm up.
Okay.
So next, look, we get the women's title match. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Morgan, reigning defending champion. This match was not my cup of tea. And it's not for what you think. It's just a match full of big moves. There's no wrestling. No pro wrestling. There's nothing. It's just big moves. Io slipped off the top rope. Liv took a good advantage of it, made it look good.
Yeah.
Nice recovery. Io hit a stiff knee bomb.
It was real stiff out to the left side of her nose, cheek, and eye.
The ref was counting shoulders that weren't even close to the mat. I could have slid my leg, if not my whole big body, up under it. As I called it, I think in the last commentary, and I wrote it on Discord. I was like, okay, Liv will win with the DDT. You know, it's pretty much that it. And after the match, Rhea Ripley come out facing her enemies and does her whole entrance taunt for some reason.
Yeah.
And then she stands face to face with Liv and nothing comes of
Complete
it.
with pyro.
Yeah. I'm like, Liv is the heel. Her crew should have broken Ripley up again and left her laying. It's like you just came out to the hornet's nest and stared it down. And the hornet is like, I guess we'll meet later. I don't get it. I thought that was just dumb. Rhea should have just ran out, speared the brakes out of her, knocking her into somebody, beat the hell out of them best as she can, and take that belt and walk off with it.
Yeah.
And then in the back, cut a very short promo saying something like, I took my belt off of you. We will fight. And it will be official because right now, it's just 9/10 of the law. And that's it. Something. In any case. Next, we get a triple threat match. It's a heavyweight title match. Judgment Day's Finn Balor, their leader, versus Damian Priest, former leader, versus the current champion, Gunther. Not much. It's a triple threat match.
But surprisingly, it was a good match.
It was a good match. Priest did a tope con hilo, but Gunther wasn't close enough to catch him. Priest mainly dropped on his tailbone.
Yeah, it didn't look good at all. It looked dangerous.
I mean, it was almost a free fall drop. If Priest isn't bruised, that's a lucky man. At one point, Balor had the cover, and it seemed like he did it, like he won. But Priest was just a questionable hair late on the save. Because the fans were there. The fans were up. They wanted Finn Balor to win, it seems. And it was like the save. That's twice with Priest that something like this has happened. The first time the run-in didn't happen when it should have, so Priest didn't know when to kick out. The music is your cue. He probably didn't even hear the count. And then this, when he got in late to save. Anyway, on the outside, Gunther powerbombs Priest on the steps, but that was after an amazing show of power and control, because when he got the standing head scissors and picked up Priest's heels hit the steps. And that threw things off balance. Gunther had to recover that, powerbomb him anyway. Looked nice, flawless looking powerbomb. Hit him a flat back bump. Priest took care of himself. Gunther took care of him. Gunther runs into the ring, shotgun drop kick, powerbomb on Balor, retains. That match was nice. It ended the way it should.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again, to be honest with you. I thought it was a good match. Jesse puts over Liv, taking the knee bomb and still continuing, and then winning. And that Dominique, he sure knows how to pick him, doesn't he? Commentary like that is questionable nowadays. So now we get the women's U.S. title finals, and look, Cedra, you this is when people are gonna hate me on this commentary here.
Okay.
I had to know if Chelsea wins, it's because of her alleged friendly ties to Nick Aldis from their time in the NWA.
I didn't even consider that.
If Michin wins, the company wanted it. They built Michin up with some big matches and stuff like that against champions. But I would rather have Michin win. And then Michin gave it away. When I saw it, I knew it. And I was like, all right.
What did you see?
Oh, I'll get there. I personally, like with the snakeskin jacket, I'm going to get there. I personally do not think Green has shown anything to be a champion, as her matches have always ended with her winning with dumb luck or mean girl cheating. You don't need to be a heel winning with dumb luck. You don't need to do that. And Chelsea always looks meek.
When she was in NWA, yeah, she's a thin girl, but she wrestled way better.
Yeah. In the NWA, she's the same, but she was aggressive. Her moves were crisp. She knew what she was doing. Now, it's the NWA with sloppiness. I'll mention something later on that. So, she's a heel, but not a good one. Michin hit a sloppy meat defeat. It was sloppy. It was loose. Chelsea almost basically threw herself to the other side of the ring where she was able to get her foot on the rope. And I thought to myself, okay, there it go. And for some reason, the fans started chanting her name. Maybe it's a New York thing. I don't know.
Maybe I feel she was due.
Who knows? Other than the fans. Green flips over Michin in the corner with a poor Tamikaze, got the pin. She just doesn't do that move well. As she calls it, the unpretty her. The one taking it don't look good at all. And she's delivering it in a really piss poor fashion.
Yeah, that was too much tipping in this match.
My note is, my issue with some of the women in wrestling is that their matches are not believable. I want them to be trained like a dude. They need to run. They need to be more aggressive. They need to lock a move in instead of hitting all the diving pretty moves. Women should fly. I've noticed that trend. Women say they come a long way. No, they haven't. For as far as they come, they are forced to hit a glass ceiling. And because they can see through that glass ceiling, they can pretend that there's nothing there, despite their inability to rise. That's how I see it.
Okay.
So we're moving past that.
Yeah.
They show Coco Beware and Greg Valentine in the audience. They used to be some rivals. Pat McAfee puts over Jesse Ventura saying the snake used for the jacket died peacefully in its sleep. Jesse says, I'm gonna get into something. Jesse says the snake was Damien. And they're like, oh! And I know they know who Damien was. It's just, how can I say? It don't seem like they're old enough to actually care. But they put on their 1980s comedy movie, we're gonna die face right before they get saved. Whoa! And then they get saved. It was that weird expression that they gave. And I was like, okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like, we're all having fun anyway. Let's just have fun. So he used Jake the Snake's snake. So let me tell y'all this. Let me do some revisionist history for y'all. All right. So this is, to me, this is funny. This is a fun moment for me. So going on history, this means after Earthquake squashed Damien and broke Jake's heart as he cried in that ring after looking in the bag at the destroyed reptile. When they got the remains to the back, Jesse Ventura took the remains, stole them, had them either taxidermied or skinned, never saying a word of how he got those remains. Almost until today, loosely mentioning it is Damien, but that's all he'll tell you. That's what would have had to happen. Do you remember that situation?
Yes.
You remember Earthquake squashing the snake we sat on it?
Yeah.
Everybody was horrified. that moment, kids in the audience were crying their eyes out. It was some blonde kid in a yellow shirt covering his face. He had on, it was a yellow shirt. I can't remember anyone else around him, but he was just standing there crying so bad. Eyes all red and irritated, face wet, covering his nose down. Somebody from behind gave him a tissue or something like that. That kid was messed up. There were grown men and women that was just shot and turning their kids away.
That would never fly now.
No!
Oh my goodness.
It was horrific. So now we get Saturday night's main event. It's for the
Okay.
I had to say that. It's for the undisputed title. It's Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. And it's the return of the Wing Eagle belt. So we got that going.
It's a pretty belt. Very pretty.
It's not the same. They redid it. Because when Hogan was wearing it was big. That was a big belt. And it had very little shine. This looked like it was actual gold. It was that dull, dark, shiny color. I like the way this looked.
Mm-hmm. Too bad it's not sticking around because the current belt is ugly.
Yeah.
It looks like an empty watch.
If they replace it, it's great. It's the right thing to do.
The current belt, like an empty watch.
Yeah.
It's got no facial features, no hands. It's just a shell.
And so in this, Cody's suicide dives and Owens' head hit the barricade
Hard.
Yes, he hit that. Cody sells his ankle. So there's a little storytelling in this, going on what's happened in the past, pay-per-views, yada yada. Kevin looks at the camera. Hi, Randy. Says that a few times while he beating on Cody. During the break, Owens attacked the leg a little bit.
Not nearly like he should if he was gonna win.
Yeah, you couldn't have someone like me knowing that you got a leg injury.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't. That's gonna be a terrible situation. One would think I'm going into business for myself. Oh no, you're going over, but you're going over without this leg. So
So make peace with it.
Yeah, close your eyes and think of about 10 to 11 days later. That's what you do. So Owens hit the swanton for a 2 count. Owens get the table cleared, and then he took an ace crusher on the table. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna jump on it right now.
Okay.
Cody won't doing so many ace crushers ages ago, but did he watch my show and he just loved the Opero family? Is that what it is? Because he's added so many ace crushers to his repertoire.
Doesn't Sting do that? Not Sting. Owens do those?
No, he does the stunner.
Okay, he did do that to him somewhere.
So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he has been watching.
I think Cody's been watching my show. So Cody hit a rope run ace crusher for a 2 count. Kevin hits a super 180 fisherman buster for a 2 count because no one superplexes Kevin Owens. And I think that's awesome. That just has layers to it of seriousness, comedy, and beyond comedy, hilarity. There's a lot with it. And I can go through every single gambit in about 2 seconds whenever he does this. So I'm enjoying it. Sadly, a legit finishing move is only good for a 2 count. So that bugs me, as well as the swanton. Owens shoves Rhodes onto the ref, and then hits the stunner and covers. And the fans are counting.
Yes.
It's almost like we do not want Cody to keep this belt, but they don't understand he needs to keep this belt. It's personal. So, second ref slides in for a 2 count. And Cedar's like, why the ref so damn close?
He was too close. They were trying to get back to business. And I was like, he needs to take it like 5 big steps back and then pow.
And while Cedra is talking about things like, why is he wasting time and stuff? And Jesse Ventura's like, why does he go for the pin?
Yeah.
Her and Jesse were cracking me up. I was just sitting back here just chuckling to myself. I was having fun.
We're looking around.
It's like, you had to ask, are you like that with your wife in bed?
For real. Get started and start looking around. What you looking for? What's some business to be attended to?
Ninjas. That's what he's looking for. They come out of nowhere. He watched Ninja Assassin. He was traumatized.
Oh, shoot.
That's what happened. Or he watched the Venture Brothers. Or the Jesse Ventura Brothers. So after that, why is he so damn close? What happened? Crossbody. Cody misses a springboard kick. Crossbodies the ref. Owens misses with a chair shot. Cody hits the springboard ace crusher. Crossroads on the chair. Slides the chair out the ring. And Charles Robinson counts 3 from the floor.
Yep.
And so Cody used the chair. He's the baby face. He used the weapon.
He's angry. And
I get it. It's like basically, hoisted by your own petard.
Yeah.
So, Cody, now this is what I had to note, and people probably haven't thought about this. Cody has defeated Owens again, but this time, personally, he defended the belt, styled after the belt his father didn't attain. Now, his story can be thoroughly complete. That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
I didn't put all that into it. I would have thought about it anyway. But the only problem that I had with this match is, I guess I like to watch a match where it's a little bit of, I don't know, something might happen where it don't go the typical way, but you just knew how it was going to go.
You knew Cody was going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how can I say this? If you do it the whole don't do it the way that others think, then that means Cody would have won the belt. You would have defended it twice and you would have been bored because you know that he's going to win. He defended the 3rd time. So then they throw a screwball in there and Cody loses to whomever it would be. And you're like, I don't know if that person should have won, but I like that it was different. And that means the belt has no significance anymore. It's just the win-loss, not the importance of the belt.
I get that, but we also know they're not going to have him lose the belt on a show on TV.
It can happen when you make something historic, when you make something built up to be highly important. Like, you won't lose unless it's a pay-per-view or unless it's in Madison Square Garden.
When it's cold on Tuesdays.
I suppose. It's stuff like that. I'm going to be honest with you. WWE, they are thinking in steps ahead. So I'm just going to enjoy the ride. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not tired of Cody being champion.
No.
I'm just wanting to know where's it going to go, how they're going to do it. I'm curious every week what they're going to do with Cody. What are they going to do with Gunther? I like what they're doing with Gunther. I like it. This was a great showing from Gunther.
Yeah, that match was the best match of the show.
He needs to move on from Damian and Finn. Let Damian and Finn battle each other. And Gunther needs a new challenger. And it needs to be something to work up to the Royal Rumble. That's what they need to work on.
Who could that be?
That's when you start having to bring people in because he done beat everybody. The IC belt, he done beat everybody, and now the only ones that he can go against are top people. So the only one left that could win that belt, the Raw belt, would be John Cena, and win it at WrestleMania. That's about it. And then The Rock come in and take it from him. Undertaker make a personal appearance to do something, and then someone defeats The Rock for it. Roman Reigns or Sokoa on a goof. I don't know. I'm just spitballing randomly. I'm not even putting any thought with this because I'll make up a name and throw it in there. I don't care. You know, Smithy T. Banker come in off the street and just whoop everybody.
Off the street.
That's just what he do. But that's going to do it for us. This has been Cedric and Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary. Reviewing Saturday night's main event. I want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe so that we can see you next time.